Hey folks, Dr. Gerstmar from Aspire Natural Health here, checking in as promised. Today is day 9 of the 21-day Paleo Cleanse. On a personal front, not much to report. This cleanse has been pretty easy and basic for me, not really having any of the detox symptoms or other issues come up. But then this is not a hardcore cleanse designed to, really heavily mobilize things and possibly stir up a lot of symptoms for people. One of the reasons it was put together, one of the reasons that we recommend it, is because it is fairly easy and straightforward, and unless people have a lot of toxicity or trouble detoxing, they shouldn't really experience too much, right? That lets people live their normal lives. In a future episode here, I'll talk about fasting and some other more hardcore strategies and why we do and don't recommend them in various places. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit though about an elimination diets in particular. So, yesterday we talked about your whole foods meal, your one whole foods meal that you're having on your days. Today I wanted to talk about whether that should be an elimination. So for those of you who haven't heard the term before, we commonly talk about what we call an elimination and re-challenge diet. So it is kind of what it sounds like. An elimination is removing certain foods from your diet, then waiting and seeing if you notice a change. Now, typically we recommend about 30 days of elimination. You'll see out there different practitioners using a variety of different strategies, everything from 3-day eliminations to 90-day eliminations, all over the place. And the reality is that immune reactions can occur over a broad spectrum of time. Some of them can be immediate or almost immediate, such as the, like peanut allergies where, within moments someone's throat is swelling up, they're having trouble breathing, all the way out to, it is as possible 30 days and beyond. Sometimes reactions can be very slow and difficult to trace what's going on. Now we find that, well over 90% of reactions really tend to occur within those 30 days. So we often have people eliminate foods for 30 days, assess any changes. So are they feeling better? Have they noticed any changes in their energy, their mood, their sleep, their sense of well-being, their skin? If they're having any symptoms, any troubles, are those things improved? Achy joints or any other issues, have those changed through that elimination of those foods? Then after that, we begin a re-challenge period where we start to slowly and systematically put those foods back into the diet and notice if there's any change. So many people notice in an elimination benefits. They see positive changes. Sometimes, however, people don't notice that much until the re-challenge part. They say, I took those foods out, I don't really notice a difference. But boy, I went to eat those foods and I noticed a huge difference. So that's why both sides of it, the elimination and the re-challenge, are important when we're doing those kind of protocols. So the question is, should you do an elimination and then a re-challenge in the 21-day Paleo Cleanse? And the answer is, it depends, right? Now, for some people, just doing the Paleo Cleanse and all the changes that are involved in doing it is more than enough for them. So, no, that's not a good choice to add in yet another piece with the elimination. Other people, a little more veteran on some of these things, or they're just at a place where they're really ready to do whatever it is they need to do. And since you're down to one meal a day, it feels a lot more doable and manageable to make those eliminations from that meal instead of having to worry about 2 to 3 meals a day that, most people are eating normally. So you certainly can do an elimination with the Paleo Cleanse, and many people find that it's a good time. For other people, doing the Paleo Cleanse it is enough of a challenge, and so we don't want to add any more. So what could you eliminate? Well, the answer, of course, is you could eliminate just about anything you want to. Is there a food or a food group that you think might be an issue for you? You've always said, I wonder if this is bothering me, or I think this might be bothering me. If you've had those intuitions, then this could be a great chance. Take those foods out, see what happens over the 21 days, and we'll talk about the re-challenge afterwards. Connection is weak, huh? Well, hopefully I'm coming through, still coming through to you guys. So take those, if you've had an inclination, take those foods out and see if you notice any difference. Now, if you're not sure, you don't know where to begin, here are the top 7 most common food reactive foods. So they are wheat and gluten, dairy, soy, corn, eggs, citrus fruits, and then additives, colorings, and flavorings. Once again, that's wheat and gluten, dairy, soy, corn, eggs, citrus fruits, and the artificial colorings, flavorings, and additives. So if you don't know where to begin, you could start with one or a couple of those, or you could just go whole hog and take all of them out. Now the good thing, if you really are sticking to a whole foods, real foods meal for your single meal, you've cut out a lot of sources of those wheat, corn, artificial colorings, soy, eggs. Many of those things have gone out. So it's, you're probably 60, 70, 80% of the way there already. It's just a little tweak to take it farther, to pull dairy out, take any, eggs out, take any grains out. So you're most of the way there. All right, let's wrap things up. I can see my signal is bouncing around from strong to weak. We're at 6.5 minutes, so let's cut it short here and just say, do you need to do an elimination with this diet? Well, no, of course we're eliminating processed food and junk food and a lot of other things, but you don't deliberately need to cut things out. You can just stick with whole real foods and call it good. Can you also turn the 21-day paleo cleanse into an elimination? You absolutely can. You can start with the big 7 that I talked about before, or if you've had any inkling that other foods might be problematic, start by eliminating those for the 21 days. See what you notice. All right, folks, at Aspire Natural Health, we are experts at treating autoimmune disease, gut problems, and other hard-to-treat cases. If that's you or someone you know, please contact us. We'd love to help. All right, that's day 9 in the bag, not having any issues, going fine for me. Until we talk again, I'll check in tomorrow with day 10. All right, folks, take care.